from wherever you are joining us. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this very special Thursday evening session, which I'm sure you'll have seen in your invitation. We have got a full schedule in which we'll be having a bit of a product session with your Q&As. We are also going to have our monthly recognition. So we have a very packed session ahead, and I hope that you are prepared to relax and enjoy the rest of the evening with us. As maybe there may be some new people who have joined us for the first time or the first few times. My name is Betty Olo, and I'm a distributor of Neolife of many years. And it's always a pleasure for me to spend this Thursday evening training with you. And so without further ado, I'll go straight into some of the questions that have been sent along, and we have not touched on them. So I thought that in the next few minutes, I will go through them, and then I'll hand you on over for the recognition session. So the first question was about eczema. And eczema is a kind of skin inflammation that causes dry, itchy, patchy rashes on your skin. And this might be triggered by irritants or might be triggered by allergies. So this is something where we can actually help using both things on the skin and some supplements to take. One of the things I wanted to mention before I go into the product we can recommend is that a lot of times when people have eczema, they tend to choose some harsh cleansers, thinking that if they do some deep cleansing of the skin, is actually going to help. Unfortunately, it tends to irritate the skin even further. So just to avoid harsh cleansers when the skin has eczema, because it is going to cause further irritation. So if you go to the Neolife side, what I would first recommend is the very mild but effective cleanser that is a gentle makeup remover. It cleans the skin very well, but it is mild and does not irritate the skin. So that would be a good choice for the person who has eczema, especially on the facial and neck skins. Then we would also go on to recommend aloe vera gel to apply, because aloe vera is a plant that has been used for many generations to help the skin to heal itself. So it will help the skin to deal with the irritation and to settle, and as the skin starts to heal. In addition to that, we would also recommend vitamin A plus D and flavonoid complex. So these ones are going to help to settle the irritation or the allergic reaction that is affecting the skin. And then the others are going to help with as cleansers, and the aloe vera gel as both application on the skin, but also to help the skin start the healing process. And as I've mentioned, avoid harsh cleansers. And sometimes the eczema can be related to the diet. So if it's a chronic kind of eczema, it would be a good idea to check, maybe try to eliminate some things from the diet and see whether there's something that you are either eating or applying on your skin, or even with your washing powders that could be acting as a trigger for the eczema. Then going on to another question, this one was about not an illness, but how to support the health of an organ, and the organ is the pancreas. The pancreas is an organ, not very large, that is found in the abdomen, close to the stomach. It is an organ that produces both hormones and digestive enzymes. And in recent decades, it has become well known because of the proliferation of diabetes, because the pancreas is the organ that actually produces insulin and other of those hormones that deal with metabolism. And because of the problems that we have had with so much diabetes taking place among us, it has become a cause of concern for people. So this, I thought, was a good question, because it was asking how to support a healthy pancreas, which is what we always want as Neolife distributors, that we don't wait until the problem has hit us. We support health, And so here what we recommend is ProVitality, which is our baseline supplement. And then we would also add to that BetaGuard, which would help with a broad range of antioxidants. And then we would also want to add to that Botanical Balance, which we know we often recommend for people with diabetes. And the reason we add Botanical Balance there is in case the pancreas is already struggling with carbohydrate metabolism, then the Botanical Balance is going to be very helpful there. And of course, finally, we would recommend supplementing with vitamin D, which is a vitamin that is being found to have very, very many beneficial effects on our health. As many of us probably on this call are on the continent of Africa, some of us in the equatorial parts of Africa where there is plenty of sunshine, then our skins are able to manufacture vitamin D by being exposed to the skin. So to make time, if possible, to spend in the sun. If we find that maybe we live in regions where the sun is a bit weak and or because we are darker skinned so that we need more sunshine to manufacture enough vitamin D, then we can consider supplementing from the Neolife range. So those are the products that we recommend to support our pancreas to keep it healthy. And of course, our diet is always an issue with the pancreas because it works so intimately with the digestion and metabolism. It would then be important for us to look at our diet to make dietary choices that are going to support our health. Then another question that I get every so often, quite frequently actually, is about sickle cell anemia. And sickle cell anemia is a genetic illness that is found among the peoples of East and West Africa and also the Middle East. And this illness, of course, has got no cure, but we are able through supplements and lifestyle choices to support the person to have a good quality of life and to live with the illness with as much positivity as can be managed. So here, the two things I wanted to mention on the lifestyle side, for sickle cell sufferers, hydration is extremely important. And this is more especially because most of the people who suffer from sickle cell will come from areas of our continent that are quite hot. So the loss of moisture is a factor. So just to make sure that hydration is taken care of, drinking plenty of water and other fluids. And then, of course, a robust immune system is important. This we can do with our dietary choices as well as the supplements that I'm going to mention. But just to say, the reason we especially would be concerned about the immune system is because when a person with sickle cell gets an infection, it tends to trigger a sickle cell crisis. So for that reason, if the immune system is strong, they would be able to minimize the severity of the crisis or reduce the frequency of a crisis. And of course, for someone suffering from sickle cell, this is usually the most difficult thing, to manage the crisis so that they don't they are not constantly sick, but they may have periodic days of sickness, but good days of good health in between. So then on the Neolife side, we first of all would recommend vitamin B complex, which plays an important role in the making of blood, as well as in the energy production, both of which are quite important for a sickle cell sufferer. Then we would recommend ProVitality, a broad-based supplement that covers the majority of where we would need supplementation to our diet, more especially because sometimes people with sickle cell suffer from poor appetite. And so the supplementation is going to be quite useful there. Then we also recommend chelated zinc. Zinc plays a role of helping the body to heal after a crisis, because the sickle cell crisis tends to be quite damaging to the blood vessels. So every time they have a crisis, and even when there is no visible crisis, there will be the need for healing internal damage that has been caused by the cells, the areas where the blood is sickling. So chelated zinc, very important. And then Neolife Shake is also very important, more especially around the time when the person has had a sickle cell crisis, because they will need the proteins that Neolife supplies, as well as the fact that they may not be really able to eat well. So Neolife Shake provides an easy way to get the proteins without having to actually eat a meal as they are recovering and regaining their appetite. So that was a question about sickle cell, which we often receive, and I quite understand, and I'm happy to talk about it from time to time, because I know this is an illness that is common amongst many peoples who are in East and West Africa, and also further afield, of course. Then another question was about the supplements that can be recommended for someone recovering from alcohol abuse. And just the question was formulated in a way of asking, was there even any point in using supplements? And I think that there is a point in using the supplements, because it's always a good thing to try to improve our health. Of course, the difficulty of recovering from substance abuse is well known. And so the use of supplements should be one of the interventions, but I would also recommend trying to find a support group that can help the person to keep on the path to recovery. And of course, this will maybe help them to stay on the path, because there'll be other people with whom they can talk when they are struggling and finding it difficult to stay on the path. So definitely the supplements, I think, would be a useful thing to add, because the abuse of substances also tends to lead to certain deficiencies of nutrients. And so if we supplement, we would supply the body with what it needs, so that also they are able to feel more positive and energized to carry on with their personal struggle. So the first supplements would be Formula 4, which is a broad supplement, another broad-based basic supplement that we recommend. It can be Formula 4 or Formula 4 Plus. And then we'd also recommend vitamin B complex, which tends to be a bit deficient in people who have had substance abuse, especially alcohol abuse. And then we'd also recommend multimineral alfalfa to make sure that they have got all the mineral supplementation that they might require. And in addition to that, we would add Beta-GAD to help with detoxifying the body, especially the liver, as a result of that, because as we know, the liver is the organ most concerned with trying to metabolize and detox from the alcohol. So Beta-GAD is going to support the liver and also the kidney in this. So for the recovering alcoholic, we wish them all the best as they struggle on, because it is a worthwhile struggle to gain back one's life from this particular problem. Then next was a question about chronic pneumonia. So this was one where the person has received treatment frequently, but keeps on getting the pneumonia back again. So this could be linked to a problem of the lungs. For instance, it could be that the person is also asthmatic, or it could be that the immune system is weakened by one issue or another. But whatever the case is, here we are not saying that you don't go to the doctor. What the person is asking is if they have been going for treatment over and over, but they find that they recover and they fall sick again. Is there something else that they can do? So for this case, then we would say that in conjunction with the medical treatment that they'll be receiving for the infection, because in the pneumonia, there would be an infection that needs to be treated. We would also recommend chelated zinc. We'd recommend vitamin C to help with the healing of the lung and other breathing tissue. We'd recommend vitamin A plus D or vitamin D on its own. And then thirdly, we would also recommend herbal respiratory complex. So those four should be able to help them to to get to full recovery. But remember, the first step, if it is a first-time infection or a first few times, the first thing is to get to see a doctor so that they prescribe either an antibiotic or an agent that is going to help to fight the infection. Then the next question was about atherosclerosis, which is the condition affecting arteries, the blood vessels, where there is an accumulation of substances called plaque that deposit and accumulate inside the walls of the arteries and makes them thick and stiff. And of course, since we know that the arteries are supposed to be flexible and supple, so that the blood can be pumped through them easily and efficiently, when there's atherosclerosis, you end up with problems of the cardiovascular system, because the arteries are now becoming narrowed and stiff and the blood does not flow well through them. So here, what we would recommend, of course, is first of all, to look at the dietary choices, if any of them are contributing to the atherosclerosis. So eliminate unhealthy food choices such as excessively refined and processed foods, things like refined sugar and such like things, and unhealthy fats also, and make better choices like healthy fats, minimally processed carbohydrates, good proteins, and so on, and avoid junk food altogether, because this is one condition which is actually affected by what we eat. So to make good food choices would be important, as well as to increase exercise in the lifestyle. So if one is not exercising at all, then one can start increasing gradually movement. So of course, if you're already having the condition, you do not jumpstart yourself and shock the system, but maybe to discuss with your health practitioner and see how you can incorporate more exercise. It could just be starting with walking a bit more, and eventually you get better at moving more vigorously. Then from the Neolife side, we recommend omega-3 salmon oil, which helps to break up the plaque. We also recommend lipotropic adjunct, very important for the health of the blood, because remember, the plaque will be carried in the blood. The substances that form the plaque is actually carried in the blood. So lipotropic adjunct is going to be playing an important role in the health of the blood itself. Then we also recommend garlic allium complex, that also plays an important role in cardiovascular health. And lastly, we can recommend vitamin C, which helps with the healing of the blood vessels themselves. So I think that the remaining questions, maybe we'll touch on them as time goes by in future sessions, because I see that it is time for me to hand over to Pascal, Alan, and AJ to take us through the excitement of the evening, which is to get recognition for our distributors. And let me be the first to congratulate everybody who has achieved their goal, and to remind you that whether you achieved your goals or not, goals are very, very important. If we didn't make it, that does not mean we should not make those goals. We should go on and make them. And I wish you all the best. Here they are now.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, Betty, for that insightful session. It's always an honor and a privilege to hear from you. Really, every Thursdays, you take us through the product session without fail. And we are glad for your knowledge in products. And it's always an honor to be able to tap into that knowledge that you have of products. And as we've just said, now we want to transition into the next session, which is recognition. And to help me tonight, of course, our very own Pascal Olo, all the way from South Africa, Pretoria. We're also privileged to have our Vice President of Field Development for East and West Africa, Mr. Andrew Johnston, is there waving at us. Also, because this is an East African recognition, we also have our leaders from East Africa. We have Dennis Endeu, we have Ludwigi from Tanzania, we have Catherine and Godfrey from Uganda. And of course, from here, Kenya, we are with our Director of Field Sports, Mr. Fred Kasia. And I will take the lead in this. I'll start this session today. And as you've As you all know, my name is Alan Wanjohi. For those who know me, for those who don't know me, my name is still Alan Wanjohi, and I've been with the company for the last 7 years, and it has really been an amazing journey. To be able to partner with you in this journey of making the world really a healthier and a happier place has been quite amazing and an interesting journey for me. So because of time, I'm going to quickly move into the recognition. And this is an East African recognition for the month of June, okay? And we're going to be having this recognition every quarter. So the next recognition that we have is going to come in October. And so just let me play from the beginning. There you go. And so we start off by, we want to, first of all, the reason we have recognition is because here in your life, we believe that when recognition is due, you have to give it. And we must always make time to be able to just stop and pause and thank the people who are really making a difference in their businesses and in their lives. And really a pat in the back really will not hurt. And as we always say, you always have to fan your fire. You have to celebrate that which you want to see more of. And so that is the reason we're here. And quickly, we want to, before we even recognize the worthy people, we have things that we abide by as a company. Yeah. Tanzania, Uganda, you have your national anthem. And here in your life, these are the values that we abide by. We have things that we live by, a creed or a principle that as Neo Life we stand by. First and foremost, our mission in this world is simple. We want to make the world a healthier and a happier place. So at Neo Life, we want to give everyone the power to live a healthier and a happier life. And we want to end the trend of poor wellness and financial stress. And some of the values that we abide by, we have 5 values. And the first value is absolute integrity, that we have a commitment, we have a steadfast commitment to uphold certain values of absolute integrity, that what we say today is not, we're not going to change. Our actions and our words are in alignment. When we say that at the end of every month, if you qualify for a bonus, you're going to receive a bonus. That has been the case since Neo Life was established 65 years ago, and will continue to be the case. So our consistency in words and actions is the same. We adhere to strong moral values, okay? And the second thing is that people are number one. In any organization across the world, the greatest resource that you have is the human resource. And that is the same case here in your life. So everything that we do in your life is geared or is directed towards ensuring that you as a person, you as a distributor, feels valued, and that your needs are met, that you're recognized, and that you're dignified. And the third thing is that our products work. We've just had a brief question and answer session from Betty, and we normally have, every other Thursday. And we get testimonies from people who use these products and got better. And we also have a dedicated scientific and advisory board that its sole mandate is to be able to just ensure that our products meet the required threshold and the required standards. And the fourth value that we abide by is that this is an equal opportunity for everyone. We do not discriminate regardless of as long as you're over 18 years, you can be able to do this business, either by religion, either by your tribe, by gender. Everyone is welcome to be able to be a part of this Neo Life family. And last but not least is what we call the long-range vision, the strategic vision, that everything that we do, we've been here. Neo Life was founded in 1958, and we've been here for 65 years. And we're going to be here for another 65 plus years. And everything that we do, the frameworks that we are putting in place, the structures that we have is to ensure that we're going to be here for the next foreseeable future, that we're anticipating trends, that we're innovating, and of course, in partnership and in collaboration with you, we're going to be here for the next foreseeable future. And actually, this is a business that is intergenerational because you can actually pass it to the next generation. And so quickly moving on, we had people in the month of June across East Africa who said yes to this opportunity. And we normally say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And once you take the first step, the other steps become clearer. And in the month of June, we had people from East Africa who said yes to this new life opportunity. These are distributors who said yes. And we had in Uganda, we had a total of 183 new starts who joined. We had 238 from Kenya, 839 from Tanzania, a total of 1,260 people joined the Neolife family. Pascal, they deserve a congratulations, a big congratulations to you all. Yes, Pascal.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Let me bring my vuvuzela. I think just proceed. I'll get my vuvuzela just now.
Absolutely. A big congratulations to you all for joining the Neolife family. And this is not your permanent address. Keep growing, keep learning what Neolife is all about, and you'll be able to transition to the next step. And the next step is a manager step. And to become a manager is that you simply have to accumulate 500 QPVs in a single month. Of course, you've done 100 personal PVs, which is normally the threshold. So once you do that, you become a manager. And some of the benefits that you gain by becoming a manager is that at the end of that month, you get a special recognition, just like the one we have now. Okay. And you can always drop by, you can always pass by our offices where you'll be able to get a colorful photo with you. We'll be able to pin you. You can always find you when we have our opportunity meetings across the countries. And of course, we normally have special manager schools you can be able to be part of. And of course, you're enjoying up to 5% of your team effort. And the most important thing is that you're on your way to senior manager. And in the month of June, we had 11 new managers in Uganda, 18 in Kenya, and a whopping 109 new managers from Tanzania, making it a total of 138 across East Africa in the month of June. Have you found your vuvuzela yet, Mr. Pascal?
Yes.
There you go. Wow. Wow. A good job done. Heko sana, hongera, Tanzania. We're proud of you. Keep going, keep leading. We are catching up. Next month, what this space, we will have toppled you guys. Moving on swiftly, we have the new senior manager category. The people who joined, the people who stepped up to senior manager in the month of June. You joined, you went to manager, or you stepped up to senior manager. You could have done it in 1 month, but these are all the people who were able to step up to senior manager. And to become a senior manager, you simply accumulate 1,000 QPVs. And of course, the bare minimum is that you do your 100 personal PVs. If you do 1,000 QPVs within a single month, you automatically step up to senior manager. And some of the benefits that you get by stepping up to senior manager is that, of course, you get a special recognition. We're able to pin you. We normally have quarterly senior manager schools that you can be a part of. You're enjoying retail profits by moving the products, and you're earning between 10 to 20% of the sales volume bonus. You can now participate in the QSM incentive. You can participate in the first step up to bonus. And the most important thing is that you're just a step away from director level. And in the month of June, we had the following people who were able to step up to senior manager. We had 2 people from Uganda, 6 people from Kenya, and 34 from Tanzania, making it a total of 42 across East Africa, people who were able to step up to senior manager. Big congratulations to you all. Keep soaring, keep reaching out, and I can assure you that the director step is not far away. The director step beckons. After senior manager, we also have people who are able to step up to executive manager in the month of June. Okay, and to become an executive manager is simple. You have to accumulate 2,000 QPVs within a single month. And of course, you've done your 100 personal PVs. And you're earning between 15 to 20% of the sales volume bonus. You're able to get an executive pin. We're able to recognize you in our monthly recognition meetings via this platform or physically in our offices. And of course, you're able to participate and be a part of the executive manager schools that we normally have quarterly across East Africa. And in the month of June, we had 3 people from Kenya who said, I will step up to executive manager. We have 4 from Uganda, 28 from Tanzania, making it a total of 35 new executive managers across East Africa. Pascal, They deserve a vuvuzela. There you go. We could barely hear you, but the message is out there. Congratulations to you all for stepping up to executive manager. If you've not been pinned, reach out to your offices, reach out to your uplines, and you can be able to get some of these benefits, some of these incentives that I'm talking about delivered to you. And we normally have what we call the fast start step up bonus. And this is just New Life Start, and we said we want to reward you as you launch and grow your career. So when you get off to a fast start, and that is when you join New Life, you have 3 months to step up to all the way to executive manager. So when you get off to a fast start where you sign up, and in the 3 months you step up to manager so if you join, for example, in June, you have July, August, and September to be able to participate in this fast start step up bonus. So in the month of July, you step up to manager, and you personally sponsor 2 people, and each of those 2 people do 100 personal PVs. You're able to get 1,100 from added to your bonus. That is 21,000 in Tanzania and 34,000 Ugandan shillings. If you step up to senior manager within the 3 months and you sponsor 4 people, you also get a bonus added to your check. If you step up to executive managers within the 3 months and you've sponsored 6 people and they've all done 100, then you're able to accumulate a total of 7,000 Kenya shillings and 145,000 Tanzania shillings and a total of 240,000 Uganda shillings. This is on top of your bonus. And so this is some of the bonus and incentives that you as an upline, you as a distributor should be selling and pushing it to your people who've joined this business to be able to be a part of, because this is money that we can all be able to be a part of, to get. And so in the month of June, we have people who are able to participate in this bonus. And we have Rhoda, we have Rhoda and Kangai and Anthony Kangai from Kenya. We have George Mbogo and Masin Jeru. We have Sumuya Omari and Mohammed Othman. We have Nizetha Mosha. We have Matthias Njiku and Joyce Mgeni. We have Senga Kayanga and Angelina Benjamin. Razia Juma and Cyprian Subile. Gloria Andrew and Barak Ramzan. Cecilia Shayo and Goodluck Urio. Juma Halima and Omari Athumani. Esther Nalumansi and David Bulega. Derek Kiyimba, Annette Kirungi and Chance Rabuhinga. Those are the people who are able to participate in the manager incentive, the first step up bonus to the step up to manager. The senior manager category, we have Ruth Nandawula and Michael Kayongo, Mariamu Joseph and Feli Muita, Sarah Gudomo and Brighton Alex, Elizabeth Kipandwa and Emmanuel Zephania. Yes, and those who are able to be a part of the senior manager incentive. A big congratulations to those 2 categories. And we also have those who are able to step up to executive manager within the 3 months and sponsor 6 people, and the 6 people do their 100 points. And we have Sarah Gudomu and Brighton Alex, and Elizabeth Kipandwa and Emmanuel Zephania from Tanzania. A big congratulations to you all. And as I have just said earlier, this is an incentive that you can all participate in. Get the people who are signing up, all the new people who've joined the New Life family, sell this incentive to them, and in turn, help them get off to a fast start. Moving on swiftly, we also want to recognize a category. We call it the sponsoring category. In New Life, we say the oxygen of New Life is sponsoring. If you want your business to thrive, you have to bring people in your business. And some of the things that we know, if you look at the top achievers and the top earners in New Life, you'll realize that they have one thing in common, that they are all sponsors. You'll realize that they have personal sponsoring and team sponsoring. So if you want to be a part of the top earners, that is one thing that you have to really do. You have to go out there, you have to reach out and bring people into your business. New people bring excitement, and you know, they're the much needed energy and the much needed fire to be able to take your business to the next level. Of course, we have people who are able to sponsor one people, or big congratulations to you. We have people who are able to sponsor two people. But because of time and the magnitude of the numbers there, we'll go to the 3 in 30 incentive. Yeah, the people who are able to bring 3 people personally, and the 3 people were able to do 100 personal PVs. And the 3 in 30 incentive is open to everyone across all titles. If you're a distributor, all the way to PT, you can be able to participate in this incentive. Bring 3 people and make sure the 3 people do 100. And there's no limit to the number of times that you can be able to do this within a month. There are people who are actually doing this up to 3 times. So every time you bring 3 people and the 3 people do 100 personal PVs, you get 10 points credits, 10 credit scores to your name. And then these 10 credits, you can be able to redeem them and get a product from a pre-selected range of products. For example, here in Kenya, the pre-selected range of products that we have is Vegan D, Magnesium Complex, and the Vitamin A and D. So if you have 10 points, you can be able to take products up to about 10 points from those range of products. And in the month of June, we have 5 people who are able to participate in that challenge from Kenya. We have 12 from Uganda, and we have 37 from Tanzania. A big congratulations to you all, and a special mention to Agnes Kazinza and Watson Mtewele, who was able to do it 2 times. A big congratulations to you. We also alive to the fact that we have people who deserve a worthy recognition, a worthy mention, that despite just bringing 3 people, they were able to go above and beyond and bring 4 people in 1 month. And I'm going to read the name quickly. We have Rebecca Basil and Francis Mashiku, Veronica William and Peter Asenga, Boke and Veronica Shaweshi, Doreen Peter Masawe, Faith Stefano Makundi, Darlene Kashombo and Hassan Mdi, Hilda Ntibasalila and Benedict Toto, Flower Jospat Njau, Ramlaf Juma and Ismail Juma. Just a minute. Collins Ukamwesiga and Justus Atwine, Ruth Nandawula and Michael Kayongo, Margaret Nankabirwa and Charles Kagima. And those were the people who were able to bring 4 people. A big congratulations to you all. We move swiftly to those who were able to bring 5 people in the month of June. And we have Monajuma Ziwiwa and Suleiman Nyamawi. We have George Mbogo and Marcin Jeru, Nkanyila and Charles Sebastian Makawa, Felistas Biogracias and Tolomoko Njau, Zuhura Ntakasanduka and Hilali Shabani, Teresia Temba, Emalinda and Suzanne Mwambanga, and we have Freda and Grace Mkongwa, Asumta Honde. Yes, so those are the people who were able to bring 5 people in 1 month. A big congratulations to you all. Heko, Hongereni, keep going, keep reaching out. And that is not the limit. The sky is not the limit. Keep soaring and keep reaching out. We also have people who are able to bring 6 people in the month of June across East Africa. We have Carissa Rachel Dama, who does a business in the coastal region. We have Deogritius Kirumira and Mary Nakazi. We have also people in the month of June who were able to bring 7 people on board. We have none other than our leaders here in Kenya, our 3 Ruby directors, Dr. Josephat and Pierre Rose Karaoke. And we have Joyce Poniaga and Paul Michael. We also have people, we don't have someone who was the 8 people category, but we have 9. And in 9, we have Agnes Kazinza and Watson Mtewele. And we thought 9 was the limit, Pascal. We have someone who actually brought in 11 people, and that is none other than Cecilia Constantine, who is our super sponsor for the month of June. She deserves a vuvuzela, Pascal. 11 people is actually resounding. A good job. Well done. There you go. There's something wrong with the vuvuzela, but we get the message, Pascal. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you, Cecilia. One of these days, we're going to try and get you on board on this call to be able to just share with us some of the insights, some of the things that we can able to tap into, how you've been able to bring 11 people into your business. Congratulations, heko sana. Moving on, we also have a special category, and that is the personal production. These are people who are moving the product. These are people who are sharing the products. They are reaching out, and not only are they using, but they are sharing this their products. And in the month of, we're going to recognize the top 10. The top 10 personal production in the month of June. And we're going to start from down, moving upwards. So from number 10 all the way to our super producer. In the month of June, we have Winfrida Rechungra and Diogratias Tibeswiga, who did 3,053 personal PVs. We have Fatuma Mbuta and Farida, 3,179. We have Florence Bira, 3,204. We have Chris Baraka and Mercy Wamboi, 3,384 personal PVs. We have Grace Mageni and Siorian Victor, 3,548 personal PVs. We have Rukia Sarige and Mwasiti Mwajula, 3,604. Abubakari Isa and Hindu Salehe, 3,618. Adrian Baruti, 3,682. Eid Shaban and Sophia Juma Kilimsuli, 4,020. Teddy Namudu and Anatoly Kilangwa, 4,036. And our super producer for the month of June across East Africa is none other than Batilda and Doreen Martin Mlacha, 6,432 personal PV. Wow. Hongera sana Batilda, good job, well done. Keep reaching out, keep moving the products. And as I've said, the sky is definitely not the limit. So at this point, I want to welcome a special gentleman, a colleague who helps us in field development from Tanzania, who's been very instrumental, not just in Tanzania, but across East Africa. Will be able to take us through the new directors and the new Sapphire and the next categories. And that is my friend, my colleague, Mr. Dennis Sendeyu. Dennis, if you can hear me.
All right. Hello, Alan.
Yes,
Are you hearing me?
Nakupata kabisa.
Yes.
Yes.
Habari za jioni jamani. I hope wote tunaendelea vizuri kabisa. Nimeona ukiangalia East Africa, majina yetu Tanzania ndio tunakuwa sisi tunashika namba 1. Kwa hiyo naomba kwa makofi mengi sana na vuvuzela kutoka kwa Pascal Olo kwa kazi nzuri ambayo mliofanya.
Hongereni.
Asante sana Pascal Olo, unafanya kazi nzuri sana, najua unatusaidia sana East Africa. Nimeona biashara ya Tanzania inakuwa kubwa sana kwa sababu ya Pascal, anafanya kazi nzuri sana. Na tunafurahi kufanya naye kazi kwa sababu ni mtu ambaye anajitoa sana, ni mtu ambaye anapenda biashara yetu sana ya Tanzania na mara nyingi anasupport sana timu ya Tanzania. Special Alan, East Africa, kuna Godfrey, kuna Catherine, ni watu ambao wanafanya kazi nzuri sana kwa East Africa. Kwa hiyo tumechagua ni timu ambao ni vijana wanafanya kazi nzuri sana. Naona biashara ya Tanzania ya East Africa inaenda kuwa mbali zaidi kwa kutumia hii timu ya kwetu. Kwa hiyo nafurahi sana kuwa kwenye hii call na napenda niende haraka kwa ajili ya recognition, na nimefanya kazi kampuni ya New Life sasa hivi ni miaka 17 na majina yangu naitwa Dennis Alphonse Sendeo na nafurahi kufanya kazi hapa. Nimekuwa ni mtu ambaye nimeona maisha ya watu wengi sana yakiweza kubadilika kupitia hii biashara. Especially kuna watu ambao hawakusoma wakwenda shule kabisa, wameweza kubadilisha maisha yao kupitia hii biashara. Na kuna watu ambao ni madaktari, manesis wako hapa, kuna PhDs, kuna watu wengi sana ambao wameweza kubadilisha biashara yao na maisha yao kupitia hii biashara. Kwa hiyo na mimi nafurahi sana kuwa for the part of this team, na vile kuna kiongozi wetu mkubwa sana AJ, najua yuko kwenye calls, amesaidia sana timu ya Tanzania kubadilisha yetu biashara. Amefanya mambo mazuri sana. Ukiangalia sasa hivi tuna sponsor karibia watu 839 AJ anafanya kazi nzuri sana. Kwa hiyo niweza kuchukua haraka hii nafasi ya kwenda kuwatambulisha au directors wapya wa mwezi June. Itaweza kwenda basi kuweza kuwa recognize au watu wa mwezi June. Ukiangalia kwenye graph yetu pale, directors hao ndio wapya. Benefits za kuwa director ni nyingi sana, ambao ukiangalia benefits za kuwa directors, unapata special recognition kama Alan alivyosema, unapata recognition, unavaa pin ya kitofauti kabisa, na unaanza kubadilika kwa sababu unaanza kupata pesa nyingi sana. Unapata bonus nzuri sana kupitia kampuni ya kwetu ya Neolife. Na nimeona kuona maisha wengi ukianza kufikia level ya director ndio maisha yanaanza kubadilika ukiwa directors, kwa sababu pesa unaanza kupata nyingi, unaanza kupata mialiko sehemu tofauti, unaanza kutoka dinners na viongozi. Kwa hiyo ni nafasi ya kipekee sana. Nataka niwaambie biashara yetu inafikiria ukianza kuwa director ndio unaweza kubadilisha maisha. Lakini hatuwezi kusema kwamba senior managers bado hawajaanza kujaribu, wamejaribu, lakini director ndio biashara. Kwa hiyo nitaenda kuwatambua directors, new director wa mwezi wa 6, tukianza na Face Ruaban and Nihadi Ruaban, Winfrida Pasco and Godfrey Jeremiah, alafu Anet Jeza Faith and Makundi, Doreen Peter and Masawe, Betha Brighton Kapala, Nathan Endel Mohammed Ibrahim, Hawa Salum Mpala, Godfrey Asia, Eunice Msuya, and Shukuru Guahava, Fatuma Mbuta and Farida, Monica William Kaloko, Winfrida Richangura and Godfrey Tebesigwa, Rukia Sigire and Mwasiti Mwajula, Beka Kabugo, Stanley Neluha, and hao ni directors wapya wa mwezi wa June, na hizi ndio bonus ambao wanaopata kupitia hiyo mwezi ambao waliweza kufanya. Kiangalia hapo ni Grace Mgeni and Godfrey Victory ambao wamepata hiyo hela ambao tunaiona pale. Tukiendelea hapo mbele kuna huyu tulishamsema, na vile vile tukiendelea mbele kama Alan anavyonyosha, Irene Odeta, huyu ni Emerald Director. Hao ni Emerald Director ambao Emerald Director wameanza kupata pini ya kitofauti kabisa, wameanza hata kupata pesa ya kitofauti kabisa. Tukianza na Irene Odeta, Shaibu Mgeni, kifuatiwa na Joyce Jackson Mbisa, Alexander and Colex Alex. Hao ni watu Emerald Director, na wa mwisho alikuwa Eli Isa Omar. Hao ndio Emerald Director wa mwezi June. Kwa hiyo hao ni viongozi ambao tutaanza kuwaona wakianza kutembea tofauti, wakianza kupata pesa ya kitofauti, wakiwa wameweza kubadilisha pini zao, na tutaweza kuwakaribisha hapa kuwafanyia special recognition kama hapa ofisini. Kwa hiyo hao ndio mambo tunaweza kuyafanya. Na tukiendelea hapa vile vile kuna watu ambao walipata bonus za mwezi wa June, Magdalena Kavuku and John Kitonyo Kitema, Christina Mavula, Frida and Grace Makongwe, Rachel Shalu and Emmanuel Kingu, Agnes Kanzinza, Natose Mtwewe, Shanifa Kisanji, Pendo Masawe, Daxon Mwacha. Hao ndio viongozi ambao, na hizo ndio ambao unazozipata bonus ya huo mwezi. Ukiangalia Magdalena Kivuko, na hao ndio hizo bonus ambao wanaweza kuzipata katika biashara ya kwetu za mwezi huyo ni mwezi wa 6. Tukiendelea pale kuna incentives ambao unazoziona hapo, ambao ni wetu incentive ambao unaweza kupata. Kuna Amina Asia Haji, na hao ndio na kuna kiongozi mpya ambayo tumeweza kumpata mwezi uliopita, ambao ameweza kubadilisha pini kubwa kabisa, ambayo ni Sapphire Director, ambaye amefanya kazi kubwa kabisa, ambaye si mwingine, ameanza kubadilisha maisha ya kwake. Utaanza kupata pesa, ameweza kununua gari, ameweza kufanya mambo ya kitofauti kabisa, na wala si mwingine, anaitwa Joyce Poniaga and Paul Michael, ndio Sapphire wa mwezi wa June. Kwa hiyo tunaweza tukampigia vuvuzela kama nani anaweza kufanya.
Hongera.
Kwa hiyo hao ndio step up hapo wa mwezi June wameweza kufanya kazi nzuri sana, na na uhakika kabisa wanaenda kufanya biashara kubwa kabisa ndani ya mwezi huu, na tutaweza kupata incentive, tutaweza kupata nafasi nyingine ya kuweza kuchukua nafasi nyingine, kwa sababu na imani kabisa au directors wanaenda kuwa email directors, na email directors wanaenda kuwa Sapphire, na uhakika kabisa biashara yetu ya Tanzania itaenda kuwa kubwa zaidi kupitia hizi step up ambazo unaweza kuzifanya. Na ukiangalia kama vile watu ambao waweza kufanya incentive hapo, utamwona Grace Njeru Ntatinga and Jackson Mwingu, Catherine Samuel and Franklin Chekani, Rebecca Basil Francis, Joyce Poniaga and Paul Mwacha, Amina Buruka, Adam Mwebeze, Dennis and Kierukunda, Rachel Tumushebe, Margaret and Karundwa, Kigumu, Osiana Hoten Sanga, Husna and Oswald Mkupete. Na hizi ndio incentive ambao bonus ambao wanaweza kuzipata, na hayo ndio majina ambao walikuwa. Kuna Catherine Samuel and Francis Chekani. Hao ni viongozi au ni Sapphire director wa mwezi wa uliopita. Tukiangalia pale Adventure Company Limited au mkiangalia ono wameweza kupata cheki nzuri kabisa ukiangalia pale. Na sasa hivi kwa kifupi naenda kumkaribisha kiongozi ambao waliweza kufanya mambo makubwa sana special for East Africa. Ni kiongozi ambao amefanya kazi nzuri sana na ni Vice President wa East and West. Amefanya kazi kubwa sana kwa kipindi ambacho tumeweza kuwa naye. Ni mtu ambao ni mtu wa karibu sana, tumefanya mambo mengi sana na yeye, na ana uhakika kabisa hii biashara East Africa naona anaichukua kuipeleka mbali. Anapenda kila mtu aweze kufanikiwa katika hii biashara, kwa sababu ni mtu wa karibu na watu sana, na nina uhakika kabisa tukimpa nafasi hiyo kama hivi leo ataweza katuonyeshea vitu fulani ambavyo alivyokuwa navyo. Kwa hiyo kwa makofi mengi sana kwa viongozi ambao wanakuja sasa hivi. Mr. Andrew Johnston, karibu sana katika this call.
Hi, AJ.
Hello, Alan. Can you hear and see me?
Yes, we can hear and see you.
Can I continue?
Yes.
All right. So, Mambo Abari, I'm calling you all the way from Dar es Salaam. I arrived here this morning, so I'm very excited to be here and in East Africa again. I'm also very excited to be part of this recognition. So, firstly, Pascal, you're not blowing your vuvuzela enough. So I'm going to recognize you next time, Pascal, that you've got to do a full 10 minutes with the vuvuzela just to wake us up.
Okay.
I want to thank you, Betty, for the amazing product session. I did pay attention to recovering alcoholics, but that has nothing to do with me. I'm just saying. I want to thank the previous speakers. Thank you, Alan, for setting up this recognition. Very professional. Thank you. I'd like to thank Dennis for his part in the recognition. Your Swahili is very smooth. Thank you, Dennis. And I just feel immensely proud when we do recognition. And I thought today that my session is going to be quite simple, but I hope that I can create a message for you that you can take into your heart and make a daily habit. Alan, can you still hear me and see me? I got a call from Ricky, and I just want to know if I'm still, you can still see me and hear me?
You can hear
Yes,
you.
yes.
Okay. Proceed, yes.
All right. Thank you. Sorry, Rico is trying to get hold of me, but I mean, obviously, this will preside. So the one part that I wanted to share with everybody on the call, and thank you for all of those that we on the call. At one stage, we were 424 people, which is a great amount of people. So when we talk about recognition, I sometimes feel that we can sometimes overdo it, and more times than often we underdo it. And a lot of times, most people, and I'm talking about most people in the world, maybe not near-life people, but most people in the world, the only time they really get recognized is their birthday. You think about it. And that's like once a year, right? So I really want the team that is on the call is take recognition to the next level. And I want you to try and make it a daily habit. Recognize people for what they do, recognize people for what they are. So to me, appreciation is normally about something that someone is, and recognition is something that people do. So I try every day to find some way of appreciating somebody and recognizing somebody every day. It could be just a kind compliment. It could be something that I noticed that sticks out. It could be a distributor with an amazing energy. It could be a leader that recognizes their own team. Anything in our lives that can make somebody else's life a little bit better. And the amazing thing about recognition and appreciation is it doesn't cost anything, but it really can make that day for that person, and in some instances could change their life. So to all the people that were recognized this evening, congratulations. And I look forward to our July recognition. And I look forward to the day that we recognize a diamond director in East Africa. It's going to happen. It will. And I look forward to doing recognition for July. I know it's going to be a good month. June was a good month, by the way. So I want to congratulate everybody in East Africa, Tanzania, distributors in Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda. We really had a good month. We brought in close to 1,300 new distributors. That in itself is a great job. We also, our points, our sales were very good for the month of June. And so from my side, thank you so much for making Neolife the fantastic company that it is. Thank you to all our staff that make this company what it is. Thank you to every single distributor, even if you joined us last month, even if you joined us last week. It's all of us collectively that make us the fantastic company that we are. I want to recognize and appreciate everybody you on this call for the amazing determination, personality that you have, determination to be successful, determination to step up, to become the best that you can be. And I appreciate who you are, and I recognize what you do. I'm so looking forward to our July recognition, which we will do probably in the beginning of August. And I really want to get excited about the new directors. You are the future leaders of our business. Without new directors and emerald directors and new sapphires and rubies coming through our system, we don't have future leaders. But every single one of you on this call can be future leaders. And all it means is that you just need to take the next step in your near life journey, and every month earn more than you earned the last month, do more points, and sponsor more people than you did the previous month. That's all you have to do. I wish every one of you on this call massive success in July. And like Alan said, sponsoring is the oxygen of our business, and it truly is. But I want you to try and get as much oxygen into your life so that you can really bring in as many new people into this exciting opportunity. And imagine if you as a distributor were not given that opportunity, your life may be very different. So keep people coming in. Let's make sure we all step up and that we all make this a massive success that it is as a business, but as individuals, we make it successful. So from me, AJ, all the way here from Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, I say asante sana. I wish you all the best for this month in July. Stick to your goals, stick to your dreams. And remember, there's no such thing as a shortcut. It's just the way that you need to go to achieve what you need to do. So from me, God bless you all. Asante sana. You can let rip with that vuvuzela if you want to, Pascal.
Wow.
Bye-bye all. Take care.
Thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you so much, AJ, for that session. Thank you so much for your kind words. And thank you for for always looking up to us. You take good care of us, and you always take time to be. Most of the time you're in East Africa than you're in West Africa, and we really are privileged to have you as our leader in the region. So at this point, I want to welcome the newest PT in town. That is from Tanzania. That is Husna Mkupete, mtu ambaye amejenga hii biashara for a while now, who is doing an amazing job, who is developing directors left, right, and center, and consistently doing so. So at this point, Husna, if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, Alan.
Yes, karibu sana. Tunangoja kusikia kutoka kwako. We are ready for you. Are you ready for us?
Yes, I'm ready for you.
Thank you so much. Take it away.
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, East Africa. I will mix English and Swahili a little bit for those who does not hear English. Kwa majina naitwa Husna Mkupete. Nina furaha sana. Nimeweza kuwa president team member mpya kabisa wa Neolive mwezi wa 5 wa biashara 2023. Na furaha sana kwa sababu mimi ni mama watoto 3, nimeolewa. Nilianza biashara hii nikiwa mwanafunzi miaka 12 iliyopita, nikiwa binti mdogo wa miaka 20. Namshukuru sana Mungu kwa sababu niliweza kujifunza, niliweza kuangalia watu waliofanikiwa wamefanya nini, na kwa kweli namshukuru Mungu sana. Leo hii nimeweza kuwa president team member wa Neolive. Nina furaha sana kuwa kwenye hii call. Nimeona watu wengi wakiwa recognized. Imagine, hongereni wote. Congratulations everyone who has been recognized in this call. That shows that big things are happening and are going to happen. Though I just want to tell you guys, everything is possible if you believe, and if you work hard on your dreams, on your goal. Nothing is impossible. We just have to plan. We just have to have that desire, that inner desire. I want everybody from this call to have that inner desire. Kwa sababu usipokuwa na hiyo inner desire, ukasubiri msukumo wa kila kitu, lazima utachelewa kwenye mafanikio yako. Lakini ukiwa na msukumo wa ndani wewe mwenyewe, bila kukumbushwa na mtu, nakwambia tu, you will be unstoppable. You will be unstoppable. Mimi kama Husna, nimekuwa ni testimony kwa watu wengi sana. You know, I'm a young mom. I have been able to become a president team member. Can you imagine? I'm so excited. Ela nazopata Neolive. I'm so excited the way treatment ninayopata Neolive. We are in the best company. The travels, the recognition. Niwaambieni tuko katika sehemu sahihi sana, na tuendelee kufanya kazi kwa bidii, tuendelee kujituma, tuendelee kuamini. Jiamini wewe mwenyewe, muamini Mungu, tuamini viongozi wetu, tuamini kampuni yetu ya Neolive, tuamini kwenye bidhaa zetu. Nikwambie tu, kila kitu kinawezekana. Kama mimi Husna, from a university student to a president team member, if I can do, you can do more than me. I wish you everybody all the best. Niwaambieni ndo kwanza kazi imeanza. Hiyo recognition imefanyika hapo ya East Africa ndo, yani ndo mwanzo. Tunaenda kufanya mambo makubwa sana. Tunaenda kufanya mambo makubwa sana huu mwaka. Thank you so much everybody. Thank you Alan, thank you Dennis, thank you AJ. Thank you all Neolive executive for the support. Thank you for the good service, and we are coming. Things are just starting. We are coming. Wanachama wenzangu wageni ambao mmekuja hapa, twende tukafanye mambo makubwa sana. Asanteni sana. East Africa is moving high. We are unstoppable. Thank you so much.
Wow. Asante sana Husna for that session. Nakwambia mtu akikusikiza ukiongea anasikia hiyo excitement ambayo uko nayo, na kweli it's something that we can all borrow and live from. Your excitement, your energy levels are on another level, and really we are lucky and we are blessed to have you as one of our leaders in the East African region. Na kweli vile umesema, this is just a start. Hata East Africa recognition ambayo itakuja next will be bigger and better, na tuweza kurecognize watu wengi zaidi. Asante sana na all the best also in your whatever that you have planned. Asanteni sana. So at this point, we've come to the end of the recognition. I want to thank each and every one of you for making time to be able to attend and be a part of this recognition. To our worthy winners, those who will be recognized in the various categories, big congratulations once again. And those who are also not recognized, next month is an opportunity for you to be recognized as well. So keep going, don't stop there. This is the energy, this is the part, and this is just the push that you need to be able in the right direction to be able to inspire you to be recognized in the next category. So for me, thank you, Pascal, for your input. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, AJ, and a big thanks to everyone who was able to make this recognition possible. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Thank you, Pascal.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.